All right, welcome to lab 18 of AZ-900. We're going to take a look at the different kinds of Azure tools. The first one is compliance offerings. So all of these URLs are going to be in the show notes. So please use that one to find what we're doing here. So here you can see that we have different kinds of different kinds of compliance offerings. And they're kind of divided into global, US government, and industry-specific compliance requirements, as well as regional down here. And a good example here would be something like GDPR, which is a regional compliance requirement. And then there's information about this compliance requirements on a Microsoft Learn page. So the next thing that we want to take a look at is the Service Trust Portal. And this includes also all of the audit reports for the different kinds of standards that are available here. So quite a lot of things to either use for your own audits if you need to have a dependent audit taken care of, or otherwise. And in here we could take something like SOC, for example. And then within SOC, we can see that there are different kinds of documents available or different kinds of products that have been audited within the realm of SOC. If we go back to the Service Trust portal, we can then also take a look at resources for our organization. Like basically gives us information about everything that we are doing currently in our environment. Then next up we have the pricing calculator. So this is a way for us to check what the pricing of something would be. Just as an example, let's use a virtual machine and then define the details of that virtual machine. Let's say we want to put it into North Europe. There we go. Operating system Windows, OS only, standard tier. And we want the instance to be an A2. That's perfect for us. That's cool. We want to pay as you go, no savings plans. And then we see that we're going to pay $87.60 for the machine, and then $43.80 for the license per month. So the total is going to be $131.40. We can also think that we're going to turn this off, this machine, every now and then. So the monthly usage is based on 730 hours per month. So we could say that this is like, I don't know, 365 hours per month instead. So we're going to turn it off whenever we're not using it. And then that is reflected here in the pricing. So you can see that now the price is $65.70. Okay, then with the disks, let's add a disk. So down here we have manage disks. And this is standard HDD. Let's make the size 1 terabyte instead. Perfect. We're going to have one disk. And we don't need a snapshot for that. And then maybe something like 10,000 storage transactions. Oops. There we go. Maybe $5. extra. All right, then we need some bandwidth, probably. Where can we find that? We're under networking. Bandwidth, there we go. And then let's stay down here. So let's say this is outbound traffic from our North Europe region, right? And let's add like 50 gigabytes per month. So that's okay, even with the public internet. Cool. So no additional charge for that. All right, then let's add an application gateway. We'll use this one directly. There we go. Go down there. One's gonna be North Europe as well, right? The basic tier, small size. Let's say only 365 hours and 50 gigabytes of data processed, and then 50 gigabytes of outbound data transfer. Perfect. So that way we get a total estimate of the cost, which is $113.65. And down here we can then basically export that into an Excel file as well, so we can then take a look at that, or send it to our boss, or whomever needs to take care of the actual budgeting of this stuff. All right, cool. Next up, a TCO calculator. The idea with the TCO calculator is to especially help you when you're trying to do a migration. So we need to basically define whatever workloads we have on-prem. So let's say we have a servers, Windows VMs, and these are virtual machines running Windows. We have 50 of them. They're currently running on Hyper-V. They got like 8 cores and 16 gigs of RAM. And then let's add some Linux servers as well. Oh, sorry, Linux VMs. And let's say that we have currently virtual machines on-prem that have Linux on them. I got 50 of those as well. And now they're using VMware as virtualization. And they each have 8 cores and 16 gigs as well. Just, why not? That's our servers. Then let's add some storage as well. Let's just say servers storage. That's a SAN in our case. It's running spinning disks, and it has 60 terabytes of capacity, and then 120 of backup. But no no archives at all. And then with networking, let's say that we have 15 terabytes of outbound bandwidth. We have like generic. No. So maybe let's just use North Europe here as an option. Then there are some assumptions that we could adjust here. We're not going to do that for our purposes. And then we get back a report. So kind of if we would be in Azure in East US, then we would save $614,638 over the amount of time. Right? We can change that time frame to be like 3 years. Oops. There we go. We can change the region. We can do North Europe. Yeah. And so on and so on, right? And then we save this as well. And so on. All right. Then we can talk about SLAs as well. So first of all, this is the SLA that has been available for different kinds of things in Azure. If we take a look at the current SLAs that are available, and then we can see what the different SLAs for different services are within this document, including a lot of information, right? So we can see what kind of uptime percentage is promised, and then what kind of service credit we will get if that is not met with anything. So that's helpful as well. And then finally, how do we create a support request? This is back here in the Azure portal. We can search for support. We get to help and support here, and then click on create a support request. With the nowadays we need to actually describe the issue, like create app service and then if we can go forwards from here. So then we will slowly get there to the solution, and then finally we can also create an actual support request here. All right, that's everything I have for you in this lab. Thanks again for watching, and see you in the next one. Till then.